Increasing disposable income and a retiring population has contributed to revenue growth in the professional home cleaning industry. And COVID-19 has certainly added a heightened sense of awareness about the importance of clean and healthy environments. You can help people make the most of this new normal and stay safe by investing in a Mary Maid's residential cleaning franchise. This is an opportunity to serve your community while enjoying the freedom and security of owning your own business. To learn more about this business opportunity, visit join.marymaids.com/podcast.
Why are you doing that? You're distracting the shit out of me. Am I supposed to be looking at that? Okay. There.
That's why we get it out of the way in the beginning.
Well, why are you doing it?
Because it's my job. I come here and do a job.
Okay,
you know?
I didn't know that.
I work for you.
You're a show.
Oh, how the tables have turned.
No, I didn't know that the show had a photographer on here.
Do you see a picture on your show each week?
I don't see my show ever unless I'm over there by Gentry.
You are one of the Flintstones.
I don't have internet where I'm at.
Bedrock.
Hey. There's no internet where I live unless I want to
Why don't you have internet at the trailer park?
They sold the trailer park, and I found out, and they told me that the new owners, which they have the same last name, so I think it's the same people. They just somehow switched something around. But the new owners took the internet out. So I don't know, what do they have to pay? You know, they're trying to save money. I could get internet if I get cable.
Why don't you get it off your phone? Can't you get the internet off your phone?
What?
Well, I don't understand.
Don't you got to have an internet signal like a cable or something?
On your phone, like you bring the internet up on your phone, Charles.
Do I have my phone on me? Let's see if it'll do that. You guys are the ones that are smart ones. And I do have unlimited data. That's internet, right?
What year is your phone from? Jesus Christ.
Don't tell me I ain't got my fucking phone, man.
Well, with any luck, you've lost it.
No.
And you will have to replace it with a phone that works.
I found it. Okay. Yeah, no. You're
all
a smart
this time
guy.
You could be.
See if that goes to the internet.
Oh, yeah, man. Well, for starters, it's a flip phone.
Yeah, that's why. You know why I like them?
And
because
it's made by
how many times I have been caught. Listen, you know why I like a flip phone? How many times I have been caught where I thought I hung the phone up, and then they call back. And they say, you didn't hang the phone up, you motherfucker. And you ever fucking talk about me, all the shit I used to say about people. So with a flip phone, you know when you close it, it's hung up. That's why I like a flip phone. The other ones, you got to push the button and make sure it hung up. And because I'll push the button and threw the phone on the seat and went to talking about that motherfucker. And sure enough, they're listening to every word. You hear me, one-eyed daddy?
I'm glad you're here. We're going to do a show today. So did you prepare the new Open? You were supposed to work on
Yando and I have a great idea, but Rome wasn't built in a day. He said,
yeah, you had a week. I asked you to do it last week.
I know, and I told him what I came up with in a week, and he says it's a great idea. So great, but we don't have it now.
Oh, so we got to play the old Open?
No, don't even play that. Play something else. I don't like that. I don't burp like that. I don't know who did that burp, but I don't burp like that.
He called the water his own.
All right, look, man, we're getting ready to go. Throw the bow lines off first.
Fishing.
Because I am the goddamn captain of this boat.
Drinking.
We can't forget about smoking.
Thinking about how crazy this life feels.
And because, what about getting high and getting drunk?
Running on empty.
Some kind of goddamn podcast or something.
With Mr. Windy.
Well, we had to use the old Open because Mr. Windy did not prepare a new show open. So we better have one by next week.
Well, let's see if he's able to get on the computer on my phone. You see? Let's see if it'll do it. I think it does do it. I have no idea.
Yeah, but I'm having to type you have to push the button 3 times to get a C.
Yeah, that's
2
why
times to get the E. You got to push the 4 2 times to get the H.
Sure, that's
Just give him that piece of shit phone back.
No,
you can't get on the internet on that.
I'll show you how to get to the internet, and then you show me how to get on it. There has to be a signal in the air. Like you go to McDonald's.
Let's listen to
got a signal.
The great Eddie Van Halen.
You should be playing Eruption.
We will.
Okay.
I just like David Lee Roth. He's kind of cool, too.
I do, too, but this is Eddie on the keyboards, though. Eddie's on the keyboards.
Eddie's also playing the guitar in this song. I see him in the video right now.
I know, but you see him on the keyboards, too.
Yeah, 65 years old. Sad to see one of the great guitar players of all time go down.
Been battling throat cancer for 10 years. I didn't know that.
Valerie Bertinelli, if you remember her.
Of course.
She was by his side along with her son.
Wolfgang.
Yeah, what a great kick-ass name. You know you're a rocker. When you name your kid Wolfgang.
And that's after Wolfgang Mozart.
Yeah, what about the restaurants Wolfgang Puck? You ever been to one of those?
Anybody who's named Wolfgang is named after Wolfgang. Who did I just say? I already forgot. You're throwing my train off the tracks here. Wolfgang.
What did I do?
Isn't Mozart's first name Wolfgang? Wolfgang Mozart.
Mozart, is that his real name?
Mozart, Mozart, Mozart. He's like the most famous music on anything ever.
Composer.
Yeah.
He's Wolfgangus. His name is Johannes Christmosus Wolfgangus.
You're kidding.
Well,
Theopotus Mozart.
Okay, well, Wolfgangus is where Wolfgang comes from. They just drop a couple letters, I'm pretty sure.
I'd have dropped the anus out of my name, too.
No, it's a U.S.
Yeah.
probably. Yeah, Wolfgang. I don't know. I can't see it from here. But anyway, now what were we talking about?
Did you like Van Halen as a kid, Mr. Wendy?
Yes.
Okay, could I ask you a question? Whose posters, rock band wise, were on your walls? Did you have them, or shirts that you wore?
Hang on.
Tell me about your favorite rock bands.
Let me tell you about the posters on my wall.
Okay, let's hear about it.
One of them was put there by my parents.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's a big old gorilla.
Was it Hitler?
Hey, it's a great big gorilla, and he's staring at a banana. And he's looking at the banana, and the caption says, "Sometimes I sit and think, and other times I just sit." So I never knew what they meant by that.
Wow.
Oh, it was deep thinking. Deep thoughts by
I was
your
wondering
parents.
what they mean by that.
What was the quote again?
I'd have had nightmares.
Sometimes I sit and think, and other times I just sit.
Yeah, well, sometimes you're
Staring
just
at this banana.
I could see why Mr. Wendy, I've seen him on job sites and things he's supposed to be doing. Like I talked to those last shrimpers you work for because you didn't have your phone. I had to speak to them. I was like, yeah, is Mr. Wendy around? They're like, Mr. Wendy. I'm like, oh, well,
They don't know me as that.
I said, well, Charles. They're like, oh, you talking about the guy that can't fish? That's what they said about you.
Well, that's it. You know
that
what?
you just did a lot of sitting
Wait a
around.
minute.
You must have been like that gorilla sitting around.
No. You were probably talking to Artie, the same one that you pissed off that day when he said, I'm going to hand the phone back over to Mr. Shaw. And he called you young man. And that's when I told you, I said, what did you say to him? And you told me what you said. I said, man, you can't do that. Because if they think they're on the radio, they're not going to talk about that.
Yeah.
If that was going on in your house, you wouldn't talk about it on the radio.
Let's just say these shrimpers like to have a good time when they're on the water. Ain't that right?
Well, no, when they come in. They're out for 30, 40, sometimes 60 days. They got 60-day boats now, which I was on one of them last time. We only went out 44 days. But
And you said the booze is only limited out there as far as the alcohol goes.
Yeah, you have to wait for a tourist boat. Like you're shrimping down the Keys anyway. That's where all the shrimp are right now, down around the Keys. So it's called the desert, no man's land. But anyway.
What other posters did you have on your wall? So you had the gorilla.
With the banana.
Was sitting around doing nothing.
Thinking.
What else did you have on your walls?
Nothing.
That's it? You had one gorilla poster?
I had a rebel flag.
Let me tell you what I had on my wall.
Let me tell you something. I flew that flag in my yard to keep people. There were people when they see that flag. And I'm not talking about.
It's a racist flag.
No, it's
Mr.
not.
Wendy.
No, it's
Very
not.
racist
No, it's
flag.
not. It's a no trespassing sign for people that can't read. That's why I had it on there. And it was
That's
especially
terrible,
directed
Mr.
at
Wendy.
my brother. My oldest brother is
So
the
you
reason why I
had
put that flag in my yard, because he knew that whoever's flying that flag's not going to put up with his bullshit. So he never came in my yard. He shot at me from the highway one time.
He's probably from Connecticut, his brother.
So you,
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
Mr. Wendy's room.
He may not be alive right now. I don't know. Nobody's heard from him in years.
Was that a twin, full, or queen size bed, or did you sleep on the floor in that
Where?
room? Where with the room where you had the gorilla poster
And the rebel flag.
and
Oh,
the
it's
rebel-
bunk beds, me and my brother. Yeah,
two
yeah.
boys in a room with
No,
only
no, no.
two things on the wall.
Listen, hey. My parents banished us downstairs because he was always in trouble for getting in fights with everybody, night and day, police, everybody. That was his reputation. My problem was coming in late. A school bus drops you off after you went to another town to a basketball game. So they're dropping you off at midnight. That kept waking people up upstairs, so they banished me and my brother to the downstairs, which used to be a garage, but they turned it into an apartment, so now we're down there so we don't make as much noise. Then they made me start parking my car across the street because they didn't like the way it started. It's a Dodge. Taking off to school in the morning.
What did it sound like?
You know how Dodges do. Boom, then they start up.
That Chevy Blazer never did
Chevys
that.
go brrrr,
Oh, that
different
Chevy
kind
Blazer.
of starter.
Do a
Different kind of.
Corvette. Do a Corvette.
That's the same as Chevy. Brrrr,
Oh, yeah. What about a Camaro? What's a Camaro
Same
sound
thing,
like?
same thing,
Chevy.
same thing as Chevy. And Ford's the same way. But Dodge and Chrysler, and your car starts. It's like you're cranking it with an old crank like on the Flintstones.
What about a Volkswagen? What do they sound like?
God, when's the last time I started one of them? I think we just used to push start them. You just push it.
We had one like that.
Yeah, you could just push start them. You just say they're easy to push. It's like pushing a motorcycle.
And
just
no reverse.
Yeah.
No reverse and push start.
Yeah, just push it. You
Talk
push
about
it
the Flintstones.
like pushing a riding mower.
So what about rock bands? Like you didn't have a poster of Van Halen on your wall or Led Zeppelin? Like
what about Farrah Fawcett or one of these girls?
Didn't have any hot chicks?
When I was a teenager, Boston and Rush were the two, and Aerosmith. Dream On was on every time we went to this taco stand called La Plaza. So all the kids went there because you could get free chips. All you got to do is order a bean burrito, which is 50 cents, and you could eat chips all day, and they're good chips, homemade chips. But Dream On was we always thought they must be playing that at us because we're in there eating all their chips and they keep playing that same song, Dream On, like you're going to eat
How's that song go?
Oh, God. I don't know. Every time I look in the mirror, and I don't do that, so... I
wouldn't either if I were you.
Yeah, listen. I've seen prettier faces than yours handle on the back of an iodine bottle.
Well,
that's
I'm
a true
in the
story.
radio business for a reason.
What year was this that all this was going down, Mr. Windy?
What was 70s? 76. I got my driver's license in 76. I remember it very well because that's when they came out with the bicentennial quarter.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just sitting there getting my license today.
I remember that. I was in second grade.
Hey, that was a day that everything started going downhill when I got my driver's license.
What went wrong?
Cops chasing me around.
On the first day?
Yep.
First day behind the wheel.
Oh, yeah. One of the cops was a mechanic for my father, Claude Brown.
Out to get you.
And and my father told him to.
He's living still?
I had been driving since I was 13, see? I bought a car when I was 13. My father used to pay his mechanics to disable my car to where I couldn't figure out what was wrong with it. Well, I quickly figured that out with some help of some of my friends. We would just buy beer for Philo. Philo was the one mechanic. We'd buy beer for Philo to tell me what he did to my car. And you know what he did? You know they'd go so dirty? I just bought a coil because the coil went out. They take and hook the coil up backwards to a battery and short the coil out and then put it back in there. So when the car don't start, I don't suspect the coil. Now I'm looking at points and anything else that makes a spark. Well, it can't be the coil.
13 years old.
Yes. Because I bought that car. $125. Yeah, it was for sale.
So you were drinking and driving?
No, I wasn't drinking then.
You just said you would go get drinks and that you would drive the cars, pretty much what you just
I didn't
said.
say that.
No.
I didn't. No, yeah, he's right. No, I didn't start drinking.
Till I was 14.
Well, yeah. 74. That is 13, ain't it? Yeah. Well.
So you were right.
Yeah, but I didn't drink like other friends of mine. A couple of beers.
Just drank a couple beers.
Budweiser.
Drink a couple of red, white, and blue sodas.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm 13 now, damn it.
Hey,
got a little peach fuzz on my tool bag.
There were people doing way worse than me. They're smoking pot.
Woo!
My classmates. I had not done that. Hey, when I was in school, if you played sports, if you want to play sports, any kind, don't matter what it is, if you're a smoker, no.
You're out.
You can't be, not right, of any kind. They catch you smoking in the break where they smoke outside and stuff. So that's why I didn't
athletes don't smoke.
I didn't start smoking until I was 38 years old, 1998.
Smoking cigarettes or
smoking cigarettes?
Marijuana?
Well, smoking cigarettes because I got on a shrimp boat where you couldn't smoke pot, so I had to smoke cigarettes to pretend they were pot, and that's how I got started smoking.
How'd that work out?
Now I smoke. Yeah. Didn't work out worth a damn.
Yeah. And how much?
And then that guy, that captain on that boat, I was so pissed off that I had to smoke cigarettes and pretend they were pot that I would tell him up in the wheelhouse that his name was Murphy. And I say, well, Captain Murphy, I think I'm going to go step out on the back deck and smoke me this big, fat, fucking Texas torpedo. And I'd hold up that cigarette. Hey, because we're in Texas. This is for Gulf King Shrimp Company. Right. So he chases me down to the back deck. He said, God damn it, man. God damn it. Do me a favor, will you? I said, what? He said, I don't care what you call him. Call him whatever you want, but don't call him a big, fat, fucking Texas torpedo. I said, Willie Nelson does it. He said, Willie Nelson ain't on this boat. Okay, so now I said, okay, you want to play like that? I won't call him a big, fat Texas torpedo anymore. Big, fat, fucking Texas torpedo. So I go up the next time I'm going to have one, and I can't wait to get. This is the way I was ever since I was a kid, how I treat people. Teachers, parents, friends. Okay, can't call him a big fat Texas torpedo no more. So I go up in the wheelhouse. I tell Murphy, I hold that cigarette up. I said, well, Murphy, I think I'm going to sit out there on the back deck and do me a rail from here in Texas to California. And I hold up that thing, and he said, what's a rail? I said, like train tracks, only in snow, train tracks, snow. So here I go back to the fucking back deck. Here he comes again. And he's goddamn it and me again. Who's calling me?
Man, do you know if you're a broadcaster, you're supposed to have your phone off? If this happens again, we're going to have to fine you.
No, let's see who it is. It's Biggie. It's Biggie. You want to answer? See what he wants.
I thought he was dead.
You don't take live calls during a show.
Answer.
Yeah, damn it, man.
Awesome.
Just get him off the phone.
Hey, we're on the air right now. I'm not allowed to take phone calls.
This is the worst radio I've ever
No, it ain't me. Hey, we'll have to call you back. We'll call you from the radio phone. We'll call you from the radio. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. They're playing lightning music. The train. I can't hear you anyway.
The train has come off the tracks on the Mr. Windy Show.
It ain't my fault. You know what they did one time?
You're supposed to be having your phone on vibrate.
Let me tell you about how bad this is getting ready to get. One time I was with Rick Coates, and we were on TV, on regular NBC morning television. Everybody's looking.
Okay.
And I'm talking to the lady who's the host of the show, a legend in that town, Traverse City. And my fucking phone goes off like that, and it was in my top pocket. And I didn't know it was my phone. She had to tell me it was. So then I thought it was Omelet on the radio station, seeing if I had turned my phone off, playing a joke. As it turns out, it's the roofer that I used to work for. Buck.
Oh, well, my God.
And he said, let's see if it... And so they're watching. God damn it, he's ringing it again.
Put your phone on vibrate during the show. You don't take show calls while you're doing the show.
I'm not taking the call. I had to have my phone because...
But you don't have to have the ringer on. You just ignore your phone.
I was ignoring it. I just said, God damn, he's doing it again. But anyway, I want to tell you something. So... if I didn't turn my phone off, if it would have rang again that day I was on TV, I was going to take it and snap it right in half and then say, you guys owe me a phone when I get back to that radio station, because I thought they were the ones doing it. I only later found out it was
What's going on in that home state of yours where you are a legend, Mr. Windy?
No, listen, there are people up there who know who I am, but, you know.
No, you've told us you are a legend in Michigan. That's what you told me.
You know what? You pull that up, then you're like Donald Trump. You know what I mean? If I said it, man, pull it up and let me hear me say it. I disagree that I said it same way he does.
Well, the FBI has charged 6 who say they plotted to kidnap the Michigan governor, Gretchen Whitmer.
Whitmer. M-I-R-E. Whitmer.
Gretchen Whitmer.
Yeah.
7 more who wanted to ignite civil war facing state charges.
She was considered for being a vice president pick. For vice president. She's
real hardcore liberal.
Yeah, and she's mean. She's mean. You know, she'll beat you up. She'll beat you up.
I guess
she'll put up a good fight with Yandel. Look at her haircut. You see her haircut?
Yeah, she's got broad shoulders. I'll give her that.
She can take a punch right to the forehead, and you never know it. Look at her forehead. I'm just saying.
She's got a solid forehead.
Yeah,
attractive woman.
God damn it. Oh, that's
Mr. Windy, put your freaking phone on vibrate.
I got rid of my phone. I don't even know where it is. That's right.
You threw it across the room.
Right, that's right.
Ringing.
Well, then, you know, maybe.
Please.
Call him up. We'll call him and tell him to quit ringing my phone.
This show is
call him up. I don't
turning
care.
into a complete train wreck
abortion. No. And we have a half of smoked cigarette here on the counter.
Yeah, I didn't even
see that. That doesn't. You don't bring that kind of trash into the studio, a burnt cigarette, and lay it on top of the nice furniture we have in here.
It was in my hand.
Disrespectful, too.
It's not. No, it's not.
I don't even know if you're going to get paid for this week.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Or some of this shit's going with me. That's for goddamn sure.
I doubt that'll happen.
Oh, yeah. I'll just look at someone and say, I'm taking this. Yeah, and that's all going to be all there is to it. You're wearing my battery out.
Who's blowing the damn phone up? Just put the damn phone away.
Just call Biggie.
I can't believe it. Unreal. I got it. Now it's off. If people leave it alone, then it should be good.
Right, we'll call your friend if he wants to talk. Have him call the damn show. What's his number?
Okay, 989-733-0352.
Call for a good time.
No. Oh, well.
Hello?
Hey.
What's up?
Don't be careful now. You're on the air. Be careful what you say. You know, are you fishing? You working on your car?
No, salmon season's over.
Okay. I thought you'd catch them year round if you want to. Anyway.
Oh, no, they take off. But, I mean, you could get out there in the rivers right now and catch some of the ones dying.
They'll start moaning and groaning at me here in a minute. They were moaning and groaning because they said that my phone. Remember when that buck called when I was on TV and he rang my phone? And
right.
Yeah, and now you ring it while we're doing a show, and so now Gentry's moaning and groaning over there that I should have had my phone on vibrate because now we done ruined the whole fucking show by the phone fucking ringing. You believe that? Me trying to talk. Yeah, he's sitting right over there. Tell him.
I mean, you're sitting here doing a broadcast. We're talking about the great Eddie Van Halen, who just passes away at 65, and the guy's phone starts ringing in the middle of a show. I'm like, are you a broadcaster? You fucking put your phone on vibrate.
Yeah, here he goes cussing again. See, Gentry.
Sorry, this guy gets me fired up.
It ain't that.
I apologize if it offends
Everybody
you.
thinks I got a bad. No, Big Papa, he ain't offended. He's talking. He's like you sound like a choir boy compared to him.
No, I got virgin ears.
Yeah. I hear the way you talk to your wife, man, about different.
Gentry just swore. I'm going to have to go to confession now.
Yeah.
I won't swear anymore for the rest of the program.
No,
I
you
apologize.
can't. You're like Donald Trump saying, I'm not going to lie anymore, man. You can't do that.
I do have some concern, though, for this great state of Michigan, where, of course, Mr. Windy is a legend, as he lets us all know.
They keep saying that, and I never once said that. He says I said that. All I said is there's people up there who know who I am. I never said that I was no goddamn legend.
Is your governor okay? Gretchen is the lovely, wide-shouldered Gretchen. Is she going to be all right? How are things going in Michigan?
Wide shoulder. I think she could have fought those guys off, maybe.
That's what I said. She got a big old forehead, too. She can take a punch or two.
Very pretty
and still
lady.
be able to see.
She's very pretty, but I can tell she means business, that Gretchen.
Yeah, but isn't Whitmer, that sounds like an Irish name, isn't it?
They could fight.
Right. Well, they drink, and then they fight. Yeah, well, and they make love,
Sounds
too.
like people from Michigan.
Yeah, well.
I was going to say, you just described the whole state.
Yeah, well. So anyway, were you calling me to remind me about the other job I'm working on? Because I ain't heard from them.
Well, you know what? I was just calling you because I usually call you in the morning.
I know, and I should have told you that Yando did especially this time. Usually it's around 9:30 or 10. Today it was 8 o'clock. We're out the door. And you know
that's good. You get your work day over with early.
Right, but you know what time 8 o'clock is? That's why all I got to drink. All I got to drink is a.
What time is 8 o'clock?
Pre-drinking starts.
That's what from 5. If I get up at 5, which I do a lot because I crash at about 8. I drink. When I was a kid, I remember my father drank coffee with brandy in it. That was a big deal.
Yeah, and you were watching the Bears last night.
I tried it with brandy. It's disgusting, but it is good with whiskey in it. So
I have mine with a little cream and sugar.
I got cream and sugar in mine too.
I mean, you can't get by with just a little cream and sugar in the morning.
It doesn't do it. It's like put a cigarette in your mouth and don't light it. You're going to hit it. What are you getting off of that?
I've heard tell of them gathering at the liquor store at 10 a.m. over there in Norfolk Mines.
And the people are late. And the people are
late to open up some mornings.
And listen, there's people out there going to go by and kick. You got one of them big gates on the door. Going to go by and kick the gate. See if somehow we could jar it and make it open. That's how mad people were getting. But I just did like a smart person would do. I just went for a little walk. And by the time I came back, sure enough, they were open. Got to change my scenery. And then I was able to pass the time. I just can't sit there.
So, Big Papa, you coming from Michigan, earlier we were talking about like the great rock bands of all time and Van Halen and all that good stuff and talking about the posters Mr. Windy had on his wall. Unfortunately, he didn't have any rock bands. Did you have any posters on your wall as a kid?
He got a bunch of them.
Like, how old were you when Van Halen was popular?
Well, I'd have been probably 15 when they started becoming real popular.
Did you have any Van Halen posters on your wall or anything? Did you have the cassette tape?
We all had Bo Derek and Cheryl Teagues,
Farrah Fawcett.
Yeah. Everybody had Farrah Fawcett. Yeah, I couldn't have any of that stuff because my younger brother David, there's no telling what he would have done with stuff like that. Yeah.
What's one of the possibilities?
Done with stuff like that.
Well, it wouldn't be on the wall for long.
Oh,
Anti.
Next thing you know, it's over there on the lower bunk bed. What's this doing over there? Now what? What is this on here? Oh, fuck. Now you gotta fucking burn that motherfucker and get rid of it.
Who's the one swearing up a storm? You just used the F-bomb
Yeah, but you're
like
talking
4
about
times.
a long time ago. You start talking about a long time ago.
And the subject matter is dirty.
Yeah, the subject matter. Yeah, that's right.
I don't know how dirty it is. We're talking about,
Bo
you and your
Derek
son.
and Cheryl Teagues and
you and your
Fawcett.
brother.
Yeah, and masturbating to her.
It's terrible.
See, he probably didn't get it.
He didn't get it.
He didn't
He's
get it.
young.
Probably went
He's
right. Even though he done it, he still, it went right over his head. I could see that happening. Yeah, he done. He just didn't have the flashback. Oh, I know what he's talking about. I did that too. Only I did it in a Playboy magazine, or Hustler.
Or you
Hustler
left the poster on the wall.
Yeah, put it back up there.
Skinamax.
Put it back up and say, look what I did.
Who takes down the poster?
Because they can't
hold it.
Yeah, so they can't, because they ain't damn sure ain't squirting that motherfucker 5 feet in the air. Unless you're on a fucking horse.
Big Papa.
It's terrible. You ruined the whole goddamn show, Carmen.
So at what point are we going to be able to ship Mr. Windy back to Michigan? Because we're starting to run out of funds down here to keep him up at the trailer park.
We need to take a break. Okay, we got shit to do. We need to take a break.
What do you? We got to take a commercial break.
Wait a minute. What do we got to take a break for?
We are halfway through the broadcast at 30 minutes.
Right, and we go by sign language, me and this guy over here.
All right, well, Mr. Windy,
so he's
go
making
ahead.
a sign at me like snapping a stick in two. What do you take that to mean?
You being the fine broadcaster you are.
The stick is
Go
broken.
ahead and take the show to break.
Okay, we're taking a break. Gonna probably hit that green stick, maybe hit the other half of my cigarette, and I still got some whiskey in my coffee, and we'll be back after that. Okay, bye.
Your phone's ringing again.
God damn it, man.
Wouldn't it be cool if you could see what's cooking by knocking on the oven door or lounging on the sofa? Lowe's has now added an LG Smooth Surface electric range that does just that. Knock twice on the door, the oven light comes on. Use the ThinkQ app on a smartphone and check in from anywhere. Another exciting feature is the built-in air fry. You can quickly prepare snacks like fries, hot wings, and more for the crunch you crave without the oil. When you're ready to bring home innovation this fall, Lowe's is here with just what you need. Available on Android, iOS, and LG devices. An LG ThinkQ account is required. U.S. only.
It's my favorite part of the whole evening. We've been on tour since
I'm gonna like this.
And I have no better time.
Who's that, Sammy Hagar?
Yep. I'm a big Van Halen fan. Biggest. And Ted Nugent, too. That's who he likes, them, too.
It's a live concert with Van Halen. Looks like probably early 90s, late 80s.
Yeah, but listen to this guitar. You ain't heard nothing like this in a while. This is Eruption.
It sucks. This guy died.
Oh, I didn't know he was doing that. I can't see the screen. I'm over here. I didn't know he was doing that. I guess he's getting ready to start playing, though.
Yeah, hold on a second. He's got to take a drink out of his solo cup.
Okay.
Now they're like, rock and roll, take another drink. Now he's got to smoke a cigarette.
Okay. Right.
Oh, now they're screaming a little more. He takes a puff.
They know what he's going to do.
Oh, he's blowing rings now. Now he's blowing rings.
Yeah, because he's acting like a cool, smooth, everything's groovy.
We wonder where Slash got it from.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Watch, they're starting off with something nice and like this. I bet he's getting ready to change that.
Nobody ever picked up a guitar and didn't want to be Eddie Van Halen.
Right, listen, he must be getting ready, because this ain't Eruption. There's a little intro.
It's a guitar solo. Eruption guitar solo.
Right, but Eruption is getting ready to change.
Well, let's listen to the guitar, man.
Okay.
Sounds like the blues a little.
Getting ready to change. Watch.
Oh, yeah. He's got his cigarette on the edge of his guitar. He just took a puff, and now he put it back out.
Here it goes.
Ladies and gentlemen, Van Halen!
Here you go.
He's playing that down the neck of the guitar.
Yeah, he ain't near done.
Yeah, he could shred. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, he's voted number one, I think, at one point all time.
Yeah, Jimmy Page is up there. He's a great guitarist.
Jimi Hendrix.
Yeah.
One of them ones from Grateful Dead, I think, was one. Who ever played guitar for them. And then, of course, Wakeman from Anderson, Wakeman, Buford, and Howe used to be Yes. Yeah, he's a good guitar player, too.
Eric Clapton was another great guitar player.
Yeah.
Prince.
Yeah, Prince was a really good guitar player.
Yeah. Okay, well, he's still going.
He's still going.
Holy cow. I guess that is a pretty good solo, ain't it?
So who were your favorite bands growing up, Mr. Wendy?
I liked Rush.
Rush was on there?
I liked Yes.
Okay.
I liked Triumph. And I liked Boston.
Very nice.
And Aerosmith. I mean, everybody liked Aerosmith.
What about AC/DC? Did you like AC/DC?
You listen to them when you're driving your car on the beach getting drunk. That's when you listen to AC/DC, because that's more drinking music on the beach. You could drive on the beach where I lived. Yeah, and you drive right by the water. People drive in the water.
AC/DC has a new album coming out.
And that's very exciting, too.
Wow, a new album from AC/DC?
Yeah, it's like how many years later? It's like it's insane that they got actually have AC/DC has new music. I guess their new single just came out today. It's called "Shot in the Dark." You want to hear it? You want to hear the song?
Well, I don't know. Is that what we're doing? Or what are we supposed to be doing? Are we supposed to be working on a show open? Got a bunch of good ideas on a new show open.
Okay, what would be involved in the new show open?
He says you got a bunch of different clips at different times of things being said that he could mingle in with a song. You remember that song he did when we was on that other show?
Maybe we could use the new AC/DC song.
Well, he's the one doing it, so I don't know.
Now I'm doing it.
I thought you were going to write something funny, like some comedy, write a nice sketch or something.
No, he says you got a bunch of clips in there, and he'd do one of them songs.
So we do all the work.
No, he.
Dig through all the clips.
No, he said you got them. You ain't got to dig through them. Put him on the thing. He
says I got them.
He says you got them. And
we were going to have some more today.
Yeah, and
you were going to tell us about other things.
I'm trying to get to it, but he won't shut up.
I want to hear this new AC/DC song.
God damn, we're playing fucking music on my goddamn talk show.
These guys are like 80 years old.
What the fuck? Playing music on my fucking talk show.
They still kick ass.
That's fucking shit.
So this is new AC/DC.
I just want to hear the damn song. We're talking about rock band. Somebody said AC/DC has new music.
And Head East, what are they doing? I like them too. Yeah. Save My Life, I'm Going Down for the Last Time. That's a great song. It's by Head East. Save My Life, because I am going down for the last time. Go down, get up, go down, get up. This time, now go down. That's
now we're going to have to play Head East.
Yeah, that's a great song, man. It's a great song. Save My Life, I'm Going Down for the Last Time.
So you said you had a great idea for the show open. What's the freaking idea? What is the idea?
Okay. Here's where you go. When I start talking, you start interrupting me. If you don't do it, don't do it.
My lips are sealed.
Yeah, for a second. When we were on that other show, if you remember, when the fat man was running the show, rest in peace. You remember to start that show. I walked in there one day and I heard that song going on, and I thought it was a professional recording, like somebody in California or something like that. I didn't know that song was produced and sung by Jay Yandel. And the whole time I was like, who the fuck is that? Who's singing that? Who y'all pay? How much did that cost? That's what I thought. And when they told me it was you, I didn't fucking believe it. Yeah, I got to quit using the fuck word like it's a filler. I'm just pissed off about, oh no, never mind. I'm not saying nothing. Never fucking mind. I was getting ready to say I'm pissed off about that fucking dope in my mouth because of them teeth right there. And no, I'm not going to put them on here. Can't do it because I done drank a lot of coffee now, and that shit will wind up somewhere. Guarantee you. Yeah, you're just drinking little cups. This is about 3 of them, this thing right here. So anyway, Oh, did you want to say something? I wish you would, because you're distracting me by not interrupting me.
My lips have been.
You are distracting me by not interrupting me.
I was able to stop listening to your show for a few minutes. It was nice.
Hey,
I got caught watching the game.
Yeah.
Did you see the Bears win last night?
I did, but I was for the
Bears.
Bucks.
Yeah. Good game, though.
Okay, so now we want to talk about the next time the president comes to Florida.
Oh, that's probably any day now. He's back to the campaign trail.
I want to be one of them people in the crowd.
Oh, God.
That heckles. I know I'm going to get beat up and taken out of there, but I'm going to get a few points across.
We have a film crew.
So are you saying you're voting for Joe Biden? I mean, are you officially? I mean, every week.
Wait a minute. Don't tell me what I told you. Don't tell me.
I'll tell you what he told me.
Don't tell me what I told you. I'll tell you what I told you.
Who are you voting for?
We're
25 days away.
Deals where you won't be able to decide till you got the pen in your hand and you're looking at both of them. Up until now, you never know, something may change in a week. And you change your mind again.
Let's say, as people
again.
do, the election were today, it's hypothetical, and you were in the booth choosing between the old rope and the new rope.
Yep.
Who's your vote for?
Just out of spite, I would vote for Biden.
There it is.
Yeah, because
it's official.
Ladies and gentlemen, put that out.
Yeah, because
it's
listen, that guy, man,
We're gonna go viral.
He's telling people, don't be afraid of the coronavirus. As long as you got 16 of the best doctors in the world and you're taking remdesivir and nobody else can take it because it's experimental, and you're taking 2 cocktails that nobody else gets. So as long as you get that, then don't be worried.
You're getting your cocktails.
That's what he said. Yeah.
You're getting your cocktails.
Yeah, well, they should try that. You ain't got to have all that shit he's got. You fucking and all the doctors, and it costs $5 million an hour for them to sit there and do all the shit they did. And now he's telling people he might be immune. Then why did you go to Walter Reed? Why didn't you just stay when you started feeling bad? You thought you had the flu coming on. Why did you go, a precaution? Then you get all this fancy dope that nobody else gets, and then you wind up beating it. If he does beat it, it ain't for sure. And I'm running out of fucking air, man. God damn it. Say something. Distract me while I'm talking.
I think Donald Trump does sometimes. I wish he wouldn't be so about himself as me, my economy. I'm the greatest.
You see what's going on. You know, it's very distracting.
Yeah, the film crew is in here now filming you.
And I'm trying to
you get thrown off when somebody's got a camera in your face.
Well, there's a bright white light that goes right into the side of my eye.
Does it remind you of the days you're getting arrested?
Stay away from the light.
It reminds me.
Put your hands where I can see them.
It reminds me of the many times I've had close calls with being struck by lightning. I don't screw with lightning. If it's lightning outside, you will not see me there. I damn sure won't be out there waving a golf club around. Jesus Christ, that's what Big Papa says. Put a golf club in each hand and walk out last. I wish you would. Get out there, Ben Franklin. Fly a kite with a key on it and wave them golf clubs.
Well, you heard it here first. Mr. Windy, if he had to punch the ballot here today, 25 days away,
he's too
vote
full
for
of
Joe
shit.
Biden.
He's Donald Trump.
That's fine. I mean, I'm not going to hate you for who you vote for. I'm
not saying.
I'm to the point where I don't even want to vote.
You said if it was today, it's not today. So you're being hypothetical.
Very good word usage.
You know, you said if it was today, it's not today. Things can change between now and then. Maybe Biden will fuck up. Maybe Trump will fuck up even more. You know, I know other people. You know, I know people that say if they don't get their goddamn money by the time it's election day, they're voting for Biden. And that's all the people that I'm talking about. Are him saying, ain't anybody going to get any kind of relief money until after I win the election. Wait a minute. And if you don't win the election, and it's going to take 2 or 3 months for the Supreme Court to decide it, and it's a big dispute, and you ain't leaving and all the shit you've already said that you're going to do if you don't win. So that's it. All you people who are relying on that to pay your electric, I don't have to worry about it. My electric's paid.
Are you talking about trailer park people?
No, I'm talking about people all over the country.
Oh.
I'm talking about people all...
I thought you were talking about people that you talk to.
People who are on the program where they give you, I don't know, 600, 300, 800, whatever, that program.
That program's over.
I don't qualify for that. Right. Well, I don't qualify for that because when you're a shrimper, you're not paid under the table. You're 1099, I guess they call it.
That's not under the table.
I know, but I don't know how it goes. But
you're
not on payroll.
You're not considered on a weekly job or some shit.
You're not an
whatever.
employee.
So I just had to give up on that, trying that bullshit. So, there's no telling how, fuck, it's bullshit. But,
where do you see your 1099 from here?
It ain't going to be shit because I know what I get paid. It can't be much.
It's called overhead.
I got a lot of records.
You're going to have one of them accountants. One of them accountants. Right?
We got an accountant for you.
Proof. I have proof of the checks I've written.
Let me tell you
the transactions to Walmart. You know, Walmart keeps track of all that. So does what's the other place I've sent the money to? Western Union. All that stuff is documented in my email.
And I could give you a number right now. The entire amount, let's see, 300, 150, 150, 100, 125, we're up to 700. A few more hundreds when I was out there in the woods. They sent 100 here, 100, we're up to 1,000. I'm adding up the money. I'm at a couple of 50s. You did a 50 here and a 50 and a couple of 75s. So 1,500. We're looking at about $1,750.
Yeah, 17.
If you don't make 60,
it's probably $18,975.
May
I talk?
Yes, I wish you would. And tell him to shut up. He's lying. He's worse than Trump.
It's 18,975.
That's what the amount is so far.
No, you ain't paid
me that. The year is not even over yet.
It's an annual. That's an annual number, and it's not good. It's not worth bragging about.
18 what?
18. I'm sorry. 18,975. It's an annual.
So 19,000 just for them round it off.
Okay, if you want to say that, but it won't come to 9.
You've made about $19,000 so far here this year.
Bold. People tend to screw it up and say bald face lie. It's actually bold, like bold capital letters. BOLD. When you say I've made $19,000, that is a bold faced lie.
Okay, you haven't made 19,000 because you haven't been here for a year.
Oh, so you're telling me by November that's how much of a December that's how much I'm going to make? Good, you better start catching up. Because you're up to about 1,800. Where's my other 17,000?
I'm talking
about. You got 2 months to get it to me.
365 days.
We'll have the documentation. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, fuck your documentation. I know the old saying: a good accountant will soon own the company. So whoever your accountant is, you may not know, but one day this is going to be their fucking radio station.
I've got copies of all the transactions.
Yeah, from an accountant so fucking crooked when they die, you got to screw them in the ground. Don't tell me about them people. I know about accountants. You remember Joe didn't like accountants, and he didn't like a salesman either. Yeah, they fucking with his money and they fucking with his show. Neither one of them.
We're down to the last 5 minutes of the show, Mr.
Well, we're not even talking about all the other bullshit that's
going on. What else do you want to talk about on this program, this edition of Running on Empty?
Oh, well, wait a minute.
I didn't get to say my list
of rock bands. You still didn't figure out your open...
Wait a minute. Yeah, he wants to do his rock bands.
What are your top 4 rock bands, your Mount Rushmore of rock bands? Sing on that Eddie Van Halen.
And don't say Led Zeppelin because everybody says Led Zeppelin.
I wasn't.
Okay, good. I'm just making sure.
Pink Floyd is my number 1.
That's a good one.
Okay, nice band.
Kiss.
That's another good one.
Kiss is a good one.
Yeah.
AC/DC has always been a favorite.
That's a good one.
And like Charles said, I have Rush on my top 4. I loved Rush. I jammed to Rush. I had a little drum set, like the cheapest one you could get.
Fly By Night used to be my favorite song. Fly By Night, yeah.
My favorite bands, Led Zeppelin, number 1.
Yeah, I knew.
I don't know. They're in no particular order. I also like the Red Hot Chili Peppers. I'm going to throw them in there just because I've gotten to meet those guys and I've been to a few of their shows.
I love them too.
I love the Chili Peppers. And I would also have to throw, let's see, I got Chili Peppers, Led Zeppelin, AC/DC, great band.
Hurry up.
And Motley Crue. Throw Motley Crue in there.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Or Guns N' Roses.
Yeah, Guns N' Roses.
Right.
They would be 5 if I had 5 on my list.
Yeah. Also, I like U2. Like they'd, be on the sideline.
That's a great one. That's a great one. I like U2.
I had a few good ones, but
but I want to tell you something real quick on our way in here. It's always exciting riding with Yendo because he informed me that as long as the tires don't leave the road, like pothole or a speed bump too fast, they'll stay on his truck. So now we're heading for 75. I said, wait a minute, man. Didn't you tell me that your tire, your whole front end is not bolted? He said, yeah, but goddamn, as long as we don't hit nothing. So we're going along, and all of a sudden the traffic is stopped. And I'm like, oh, goddamn, what is this all about? Now we got to hit the brakes with a front end that's not attached. So I'm thinking the worst the whole time. It's an 18-wheeler that's up there broke down on the highway, making everybody stop. And I told Yendo about one time when I was coming home from leaving the Air Force, and there was an 18-wheeler didn't like my front license plate on my truck because it was offended some people. Rebel flags, what it was. This 18-wheeler tries to swerve and run me off the road. I assume it was by one of them driving. I didn't even look. But I got up in front of him, and I started hitting my brakes and swerving and making him go all over the road. And then, so he's trying to catch up to me, and I'd hit the brakes, and I was in a Dodge Rampage. I'd speed off away from him, and I had no problem. And I was fucking with him big time. And then I look up ahead of me, and there's two 18-wheelers, and they got both lanes blocked. And one is not passing the other. They're staying there. And now I'm catching up to them, and you know who is coming up on my ass? That fucking truck. He's talking to them on the radio, told them about me. They got that thing blocked off, but he's coming at me like he's just going to crush me like a can crusher or a car crusher. So you know what? I had to go off on the shoulder, and even that wasn't good enough because the one truck swerved over to the right and pushed me off into the grass. He couldn't go in the grass, but I did, and I was almost sideways when I got around him. I got in front of them trucks, and I fucking hauled ass, man. I never fucked with a trucker ever again in my life, and I still don't to this day. I don't be fucking with them truckers.
You can't outrun that radio, can you?
Can't outrun that radio. There's a bunch of them on the road.
That's a big 10-4. We got us a little red rampage out here. He's been darting in and out, making me hit my brakes. Let's teach that boy a lesson.
Slow him down up there, man. Here I come. What the fuck is going on? I got a serious situation about to happen here. So I had to get squirrely, and I had that truck damn near sideways on the wet grass off the shoulder. It's sliding sideways, and I had to don't hit the brake. Let you put up the brake so that way you can turn and come back around.
Don't mess with the truckers.
Oh, no. My buddy trucker, Paul's a trucker. And you know what? If you're at a stoplight and there's a truck that's going to make a left-hand turn, if you pull up to your stoplight and you don't look over there and notice that trucker is turning left and you pull up where you're legally allowed to pull up, if he's in that truck, he gets flaming pissed off because now he can't make that turn because they pulled up too far. But they don't know that they're looking at the white line.
There's signs on the truck to tell you.
Yeah, but I'm talking about they're in the left-hand turn lane over there coming to where you are. They're turning in front of you, coming the other way. So they're going to jackknife on your car because you have your car pulled too far forward into the intersection, even though you're behind the white line. They still need to be able to swing way around. And I told him, and I'm riding with him, seeing him get pissed at people that do that. And then he sees one car did it right. They see us turning, they stop way back there. And he says, see, now that car did it right. And he said, her husband's probably a trucker. That's how she knew, because we're going into a place where there's a lot of trucks. So that's how she knew.
They don't teach driving anymore at school, I don't think.
Not that. And then, what about this thing? We're supposed to give a plug to more listeners of my show. Who are these people, Boys and Girls Club?
Yeah, it's Dollar General, I think.
Dollar General, Boys and Girls Club, selling candy bars for $1, and they listen to the show. So Yando bought one, even though I bought one yesterday. I ain't buying two. I'm getting too fat. Yeah, I know you're going to get fat.
Have you lost any weight since last week?
No, it's terrible. I ate another pasta dish last night. I'm going down like a head east.
You were very upset last week when Yandel took your photo for the website.
Yeah, because I'm a fat fucking pig and I don't like it.
You have like man titties.
No,
he's always had man titties.
I have nice tits, but now they just got some fat on them.
Oh, they're flabby titties.
That's bullshit. That's why I sent you.
You got like pancake flapjack titties.
So
they're not cute nipples either.
Ugly.
Yeah, they are too. Yeah, you ain't never seen them. Hey,
you took your shirt off.
No, I didn't. Listen. The picture I sent you was when I was stripping.
Please, don't send me those pictures ever again.
I was showing
People are starting to talk.
Well, whatever.
I don't need pictures with your shirt off sent to me.
That was when I was hunting pythons.
It's more of the pose. It was a weird pose.
Because I was advertising the necklace around my neck.
And you got your pants like half down so you can see some of your...
It's hot out there. That's bullshit. It's hot there. It's in the fucking woods. It's in the woods. There's skeeters everywhere.
Pick your pants up.
They were up. They're so goddamn skinny in that picture, they fall down. I can't button them shorts now. I could barely even get them past my fucking knees. Same shorts. 3 months ago, they're falling down. It's what the fucking...
What's the latest recipe you got, Mr. Wendy? What kind of good meals do you make to get yourself so freaking fat?
Cooking with Charles.
I seem to have a problem with fried chicken. I'm frying fucking chicken.
How do you fry your chicken?
Like, I got it on the
grill.
No more on that. I got a regular fryer. Yandel saw it when he was over there one day.
What's the secret to your fried chicken?
Flour like Hooters. Flour, salt, pepper.
What's flour
garlic.
like Hooters? What kind of flour? What is that?
They use regular white flour, cayenne pepper, salt, pepper, garlic, and then they throw accent seasoning in it. That's what makes it so good.
Ooh, what's that?
That's MSG. That's why when you go into it's like cocaine, really, of food. When you put MSG and stuff, it makes it.
It is like a white powder, isn't it?
Yes. They put it in there. That's what makes their wings so good. You got accent in the flour, And that
I hear that's not good for you though, because now MSG, you got all the brands that say no MSG.
Right.
It must be bad
because it's one of them ones that causes cancer in rats in California.
Oh my God!
So if you're a rat in California, I would suggest that you not eat food with MSG in it.
You can only eat what they put in front of you, Charles.
No, you don't have to do that.
Yeah, if you're a rat, you can't help it.
Well, you know that to be true?
If you put food in the cage, they eat it. Poof.
Okay, well, I throw rats in a cage when I had 2 royal pythons, and they ate them. So that's all I know about rats.
So the pythons are the same. They just eat what you put in the cage.
Yeah, I don't think they'll eat a brick if you throw a brick in there. You know,
brick's not food.
There's people up there where I live who might think different.
So a little accent seasoning and some white flour, and then
salt, pepper, garlic, cayenne pepper.
Then how do you fry them up? You got a deep fryer?
Oh yeah, I got it. Yandel saw it when he was over there one day. So
you are living the dream over there at this trailer park.
Yeah,
My goodness.
No, I'm not. I'm frying chicken and getting fat. That's no dream. That's not a dream.
It sounds like you are living high on the hog.
The fat women are liking him more and more.
Before
they were fat this morning?
Before Dr. Bixby told me that 2 of the main things that I was eating that I thought were not fattening, I used to like to just boil in my fryers, also a steamer. Boil up 10 pounds of potatoes, have them all boiled up nice and soft, throw them in the refrigerator. Now, tomorrow in the middle of the day, you want a snack, instead of grabbing a banana or an apple or something like that, just grab one of them potatoes. Hit it with some salt. It's like a potato salad. Instant.
In your hand.
Yep. Eat it like a hot dog. And I did that over and over and over again. And then my other
do it with carrots.
My other go-to snack was hard-boiled eggs. I love deviled eggs. I make me 12 of them. Cut them in half. That's 24 halves.
You put a little paprika on them?
Yeah.
I like a little caviar on mine.
I put red pepper. Cayenne pepper. It make it look like paprika. Now they're hot and spicy.
Ben, are you signed up for them food stamps?
No, fuck, that's too much trouble. You can't get nothing around here, man. I know people.
Are you kidding, man? There's people getting $1,000.
Yeah, no.
They get real fat then.
Yeah, no. I'm sure. Yeah, no. You got to
try buying some green vegetables there. Steam them up, throw them in the fridge. Have yourself a carrot.
I did that 2 days ago when I fried the chicken. I had steamed peas, carrots, and whatever's in that California medley. And I did that 2 days in a row, but then you get tired of that. Don't want that again. No,
they sell vegetables on the other side of the store, just loose.
All right.
You know.
Yeah,
you're down to the final 60 seconds of the show.
Carrots.
We're running out of time here.
Well, wait a minute now. We got other stuff that we were supposed to talk about.
Sweet potatoes, too.
I know, but you only get an hour, and we're right here at the 1 hour point.
Well,
we could edit some of the other crap parts out.
Yeah, and not only that.
I don't have time to do that.
I was telling Yando the big thing in the news this morning because I wasn't ready to come in. I didn't know we was coming in at 8, so I'm watching the news, and the big story this morning is these cops that went to a house to knock on the door. They knocked on the door because they're answering. The kid called and said, Mommy and Daddy are arguing. Okay, parents argue. They knock on the door. While they're knocking on the door, one of them goes around and goes into the latched privacy fence. It's a tall
wooden
wooden
fence. One of the cops do?
Yes. Goes strolling in the backyard.
That's typical. One goes in the backyard.
Yeah, well, anyway, he gets attacked by their pit bull.
Oh, well, that's what happens.
Yeah, and he shot it 7 times. And it shows it right on the video. The dog, he shoots the dog the first 2 times, and the dog realizes it's been shot, so he runs away. He's heading for the gate. And they actually find the dog somewhere else, but that cop keeps on shooting at him.
Similar to the parking lot at one of the fast food joints.
He's shooting at the dog while the dog is running away.
He shot the dog in the back?
In the chest and the stomach. When the dog was coming at him.
7 shots, you said.
Right. I don't know. I guess he missed him on the next 7. I don't know. All it shows is a guy on TV saying he found his dog and there's blood pumping out of his chest and all this stuff. And the cop said he missed because the dog ran off. No, the dog was a pit bull. The cop didn't miss. The dog was just a tough dog. So that dog ran off and died. But the thing about it is you can watch the video and you'll see the cop. This is in Florida. You'll see it's a sheriff's deputy. You'll see him shooting at that dog while that dog is running away. What is the problem with people shooting at things when they're running away? It seems to me like they're not a threat anymore.
Sad.
Yeah. So now they're killing dogs now. They're killing everybody. Now they're killing dogs.
Man's best friend.
Yeah. The guy's suing him. Gent, you'll be able to pull that up.
When are you going to get you another dog, Mr. Wendy?
When I know I have a permanent place to live, I might get another dog. But as long as I'm bouncing around, I don't need to be dragging
How long you been at the trailer park now?
Yeah, but that ain't got a big enough yard to have a dog.
I remember Max was a good dog.
Yeah, Max was back because when he was born, I lived out on 1,000 acres, and I worked at a sawmill that I could walk to. It was on the same property. Whenever it was raining, we couldn't work because you can't saw logs when they're all soaking wet. And so that's when my dogs were puppies. So the only thing I had to do for 4 or 5 days in a row was sit there and train them dogs.
Thanks for bringing us down, Charles, with a dead dog story.
We'll leave you.
You're the one that wrote it down on my list right here.
We're going to leave you with a Casey Kasem dedication. That
dead dog
hits home. Having seen that dog die, that pit bull. What was the name of that dog? You know, Mr. Windy?
Oh God, he said the names of them too, and I don't remember shit.
Oh well, shit.
Too bad.
We'll have to have that on next week.
Legend. I think his name was Legend.
All right. Well,
and the other
good
one was
name. Good name.
Here's to Legend.
Dear Casey, this may seem to be a strange dedication request, but I'm quite sincere, and it'll mean a lot if you play it. Recently, there was a death in our family. He was a little dog named Snuggles, but he was most certainly a part of... Let's start again. From coming out of the record. Play the record, okay? Please. See, when you come out of those up-tempo goddamn numbers, man, it's impossible to make those transitions, and then you got to go into somebody dying. You know, they do this to me all the time. I don't know what the hell they do it for, but goddamn it, if we can't come out of a slow record, I don't understand it. Is Don on the phone? Okay, I want a goddamn concerted effort to come out of a record that isn't a fucking up-tempo record every time I do a goddamn death dedication. Now, make it, and I also want to know what happened to the pictures I was supposed to see this week. It's a last goddamn time. I want somebody to use his fucking brain to not come out of a goddamn record that is that's up tempo, and I got to talk about a fucking dog dying.
That guy doesn't know me.
Ponderous, man.
Yeah, like he knows me.
Fucking ponderous.
Kill the show, Charles.
What?
Nonstop music.
Thank him for listening.
Oh yeah, thanks a lot. There you go. Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it. We'll see you next time. We'll find out what's going on now. We'll see who's dead, who's dying. Who do we hope is dying?
Take him home, brother.
Okay, I'm going home. We can get beer and whiskey and cigarettes and weed. See you later.